And the only prescription is more cowbell.
I'm broken system, broken trust, and I approve this message.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Oh, I put contacts in. I shaved a little bit of my beard off. Oh, this is going to be a good one. I'm just over this guy in general. Pouring beer into a glass because I'm classy like that. No, I don't like covering this guy. And by this guy, I mean Chris Ryder. We all know who I mean. Oh, I got a little slice of my monitor up there. That's not good. We're going to watch this. We're going to watch this really, really, really fast. Like, it's going to be on 1.3 speed. God, he's doing exactly what DMA tried to do, which was just simply lie his ass off. Lie his ass off and rely on his dumb, uneducated, low IQ, lobotomy patient-filled chat to just buy it. I pick and chose some spots to watch. Watched it. It was a mess. It was a mess. I hope you guys brought your brooms because it's a mess. We're going to watch it in a different little style here for a second. And because he can't talk about his victims in his current case, he's now trying to swing at DirectD, of all people, who has just been, for lack of a better term, absolutely taking him to Pound Town. So it's not a good shot, but hey. Yeah, no, it's in a can, so it's already in a glass. And it's a fancy dad off duty. Ask your mom glass. Yeah, Ed, I tried to get fancy for this. Like I said, this is 21 minutes. We're going to breeze through this. It's faster. It's going to be under fair use. Chris could learn a thing or two about that, but here we go.
I'll get the notification and start popping in chat. Say hi.
Enough you guys can hear it.
Hit that thumbs up. We'll wait for just a second. Hopefully this is working this time. I don't know why it would do that.
Look at those dead eyes.
Come on in. Come on in. Where y'all at? For public safety here with you for attempt number 2 at today's live stream. There you are, Larata. Is this better?
All right, let's pause right here already. Let's pause right here already. Have you guys ever heard Chris Ryder talking on a live stream or in person? He puts on an act to do live streams. He pretends he's this happy-go-lucky person when in reality, he's a grumpy old fuck. And I'm sorry because I know people way older than Chris that don't act like this. But he acts like he's 112 years old, hates the world. Honestly, I think it's because he knows his life as he knows it is probably ending very soon. And that's not a threat. That's just when you're sitting on almost 20 charges, shit's bound to go sideways at some point. At some point, the case has to end no matter how much you're trying to kick the can down the road. So yeah, he's a completely different person.
Is it working now? I switched to the mobile Wi-Fi. So I don't know. Were you all in the last? Yeah, a lot of you were in there. Is it working? Put it on the chat if everything's working.
Also, he tried to start a stream before this, and it didn't go very well, so he had to take it down.
You think so too, Sock? Maybe. Is my Wi-Fi being infiltrated by the haters? All right, we're working now. All right, so what this is about is Christopher Ruff, the little skinhead bitch crybaby hiding in a dumpster in the desert. He's mad as fuck about a law that's existed for almost 30 fucking years. You know, he's over crying. He's like, oh, this lawyer is using this law. It's new. He's making this law matter. Nah, bro.
And if you guys watch DirectD, I know this is the weird crossover episode. You have people from, I wouldn't even call DirectD that community anymore because he's really not in that community anymore. But it seems like people from that community, people near that community, and people from like the anti-frauditor side are coming together to fight Chris Ryder. My bad, Direct D. We're coming together to speak out against Chris Ryder. And instead of just like taking that as a red flag, like, oh shit, all of these people are speaking out against me, maybe I'm wrong. He just doubles down on stupidity. If you watch Direct D's live stream covering this, at no point was he crying. He was literally sitting there in a suit and tie, or a button-up shirt and a tie. I think he was smoking and talking normally. There was no, but Chris interpreted it that way.
What does he think next? That they're going to make kidnapping illegal? It's already a law, dude. It's Section 1201 has been in effect for almost 30 years. And in the current case between DMA and Fraud Patrol, where Fraud Patrol is getting his ass kicked in federal court, and I mean, he's getting whooped. Diesel says hi.
If you guys have also read any of the litigation for that, it seems like it's about even at this point.
So Fraud Patrol is getting his ass kicked for his actions. And his actions are the reason that Cordova versus Hinault could end up having a landmark stipulation. And that's what Ruff is mad about. Ruff's not by himself and being mad, but a lot of misinformation is getting pumped around. And it's absolute bullshit.
And the misinformation is coming from DMA and Chris Ryder.
Because the lawyer, I think it's DCMA, he's actually doing a really good job with that case. And he's mopping the fucking floor with Fraud Patrol, as he should be. Put a 1 in chat if you all have seen Fraud Patrol steal my videos in the past. Not just use little clips for references, but actually play my videos. Put a 1 in chat.
We're going to pause it real quick because somebody actually brought this to my attention. Chris says this, right? Chris says this. Oh, they're stealing my content. If you guys go watch this video, first off, he, for some reason, made an AI Chris Ryder that's about 100 pounds less weight than he is. This was the video where a random YouTuber named Rabbit was driving by his house, which is, I believe, on the main road in his city. Chris was already waiting in his car and chased him like a crazy person after making a stream where he seemed to be under the influence something or suffering from a mental break, in my opinion. And he chased him down with his car to the point where Rabbit had to call the police. Chris, in this video, it's 31 minutes long. He will play large lengths of time of other people's video. The video is almost entirely other people's video. And to transform it, Chris put some more than likely AI generated music in the background, and he's trying to claim it as fair use. I know something Chris doesn't know. So if you want to look at that video, you might want to do it soon because rumor has it it's not going to be up for much longer. But yeah, this video shows Chris doing exactly what he's claiming other people are doing, but he somehow forgot it, even though it only happened 7 days ago. All right, back to this live stream.
1 in chat if you have seen Fraud or fucking Troll play my videos in the past. Not clips, but my videos. And here, see the ones flying? That's what the problem is that has to yet be addressed under Section 1201. Anyone that is, and this isn't just for creators, this is for viewers to understand too. What is it, Diesel? How can I help you? You just gonna sit there?
He wants you to shut the fuck up and pay attention to him. Maybe that's it.
And wine, come on over here. Here he comes. Get up here for a minute. Up here. Get up here. Come on. Get up here. Get up here. Turn and look. Say hi. Well, now you're just laying there. I'm not inviting you to lay on the couch.
He wants attention, Chris.
Get up. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi, Diesel. Say hi to your folks. Right here. Diesel, say hi. All right, get up. All right, so there it is, y'all. Diesel said hi. Now he won't shut up. Watch. All right, so in this case, Fraud Patrol's getting his ass kicked. And the reason is because he's violating copyright laws. You might be thinking, well, he's not doing much different than a lot of the other idiots on YouTube. Yeah, that's the purpose. That's the reason why this case matters.
Chris is an idiot, and I'll tell you why. You guys see me make videos where I will cut in and I will add a minute and a half, 2-minute clips in between clips of other people's videos, adding context, correcting them, criticizing them, adding comedy, all pillars of fair use. Chris Ryder and Christopher Cordova are under the impression that fair use only works when they give you the okay to criticize them, which is not how that works at all. If you are being stupid in a video and I stop the video for 30 seconds to tell you that you are being stupid and here's the reason why, that seems to be fair use. You playing 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes of other people's videos with nonsensical AI generated music in the background, that's not fair use. You've done that 7 days ago. So the fact that you're here trying to criticize anyone else is fucking wild to me.
Because what's been happening has been illegal for over 30 years, or almost 30 years at least. Because what these people have been doing is they're using modern technology, rippers, to rip people's entire video without even giving it a single view. And then they're using that on their own platform and watching, like in the case that Front Troll's facing right now, in that court case, which I read, Front Troll's been...
Bitch, you can't read. Stop it. Stop it, Chris. You can't read. You guys know that I screen record fucking everything. I show myself fucking in the video half the time, so I think I'm pretty immune to this. Not that I saw it coming. I just enjoy covering my ass whenever possible. So, yeah, there's that. Chris is going to hate me, but he already hates me, so maybe I'll take that back.
Using 81% of the videos in question. 81%. So the only thing he's leaving out is the intro and outro. And he's probably putting his intro and outro in there instead. He's ripping the fucking video. That's the problem. He's not giving the creator, the actual creator, not one single view. And then on top of that, he's telling his audience, do not go watch that idiot who created this content. Don't watch their channel because, well, whatever choice words he uses. So what's...
Okay. Also, I just want to correct this. This may not be legal. If there's a lawyer in chat, please let me know. I know a lot of times people will use 90% of the video. They will watch the entire thing, but then it will end up being twice or 3 times the length of the normal video. So if I'm using your content and then adding, if it's a 10-minute video, I use 9 minutes of it and then I add 25 minutes, some people would call that fair use. Also, let me go back here. I forgot what he said.
Watch that idiot who...
Okay. If you guys go to my channel, look in the description, I will literally put OG video and put their link for their channel in the description, or put the link for that video in the description. So I give credit to almost everyone when I can. Sometimes it's an older video and I don't know. So, but I always give you guys the option to go there, but with the caveat, don't go harass them. This is the problem with Chris and anyone in that community. They want to get the credit for their video, but then when you give them the credit for their video, they claim that you're harassing them because you put the link in your description. You said, hey, this video comes from this channel. If you don't link it, you say flat out at the beginning or the end, this video came from this channel. If you do that, they claim harassment. So you kind of can't have it both ways. Do you want to be linked? Or do you want to just claim harassment? Because it seems like they're just trying to be bitches about everything. Like, I'm going to say it again. Don't go harass Chris. But I did get this from Chris's channel. Chris, do you want to be linked? Do you want them to go to your channel? Or do you want them to tell you you're dumb? You got to pick one, bud.
Created this content, don't watch their channel because, well, whatever choice words he uses. So that's the problem. So Section 1201 deals specifically with the ripping and stealing of the actual content. And then there's other copyright laws that are in place too. Tube Socks dropping $5 says Direct D has me blocked because he can't stand facts. Now that's probably more likely. People are saying I can't cut back Direct D.
Also, if you guys don't know, I'm already on my second beer. That's what Chris does to me. If you guys don't know, shocker, I believe Tube Sock originated where he was trying to befriend Jeremiah Payne. He is a troll. And not in the troll of like, oh, he's just supporting Chris to support Chris. No. He's actively making fun of Chris, but Chris is too stupid to realize it. Which always makes it funny when Tube Sock does something like that. Or he'll go to somebody's channel and say, oh, Chris is a genius, blah, blah, blah. But Chris is too dumb to understand that he's being made fun of.
His monthly allowance, hence why D made.
Also, just to point out, this stream so far is 15 minutes long, and we've covered 5 minutes of Chris's video. So for every 5 minutes of Chris's video, I give 10 minutes of commentary.
They have to get a job. Well, D will never get a job. I'll tell you what D's good at. D is good at breaking the law and supporting the violation of law, which is why D, the little skinhead Nazi fucking wannabe, is sitting in his trash can in the desert right now crying about Section 1201, because it's the law. It's been the law for almost 30 years.
This guy has a conviction for beating his ex-girlfriend and is sitting on, I don't know if Billy's still in chat. I saw him say something about he's bowling earlier. He's sitting on almost 20 charges as we speak. As we speak, he has 20 charges hanging over his head. So maybe you're not the one who should be talking about this. Oh, he supports criminality, breaking the law. Dude, you're literally friends with someone on the sex offender registry. To my knowledge, I believe it's almost 2 people on the sex offender registry. One will be there soon because he turned himself in, but maybe you're not going to, maybe you should be the moral compass for this movement.
Now, as technology advances, the law needs to be tweaked, curtailed. It needs to be updated. So there's a section in copyright law, specifically under 1201, that, and I'm not a lawyer, so like I may be speaking a little bit off tongue here.
You've made that abundantly
clear. The way
clear,
I understand it from the layman's perspective when looking it up, they get to re-look at this stuff like every 5 years, I think it is. And as things advance, they kind of tweak it to make it fit more and more, to keep it modern, keep it up to date. So 1201's been around for almost 30 years, though. And 1201 says that you cannot bypass the encryption details of someone else's work. It's like an anti-piracy thing. So put a one in chat if you would agree that it'd be piracy to just rip someone's video and then go play it and make money off of it. Put a one in chat if you think that would be what 1201 matters for. You're not supposed.
In my opinion, that's not it at all. Chris is doing this thing where he's trying to, I noticed DMA doing this as well. He tries to point, hey, they're doing this, when they're not really doing that. He said, oh, it's them ripping it and playing it on their channel. No. What frauditors do with other frauditors' videos, that's that. I've seen, I believe Chili's done it before. I know Rogue Nation has done it before, where they will take another frauditor's video, add an intro and outro, and then play the entire thing uninterrupted. That's an issue. Jeremiah Payne, I believe, did that with a, Freeman, whatever his first name is. He did it with one of his videos, and then he got immediately demonetized shortly after that. Is that a coincidence? I don't know, but if you add an intro and outro and play the whole thing uninterrupted, that's what we have to speak out against. That's an issue. Getting criticism, however, that's not an issue. Chris has an issue with that. I posted in my community section right before this stream. Chris will do anything to prevent himself from being criticized. He wants to shut down any voice pointing out how he's wrong because it makes him look bad. He's got an ego for whatever reason, and he can't take being proven wrong.
Supposed to steal someone's shit by ripping it in its entirety and then playing it on another platform so that you can make money, and then stopping people from making money that actually created the shit. I don't even care for DMA. I think DMA is a fucking idiot because he's friends with Christopher Ruff. And he sits there and gets bashed by Ruff and continues to be friends with him. I think he's a moron for that. But his lawyer's right. And his lawyer is kicking Jonathan Hinault's ass in court, despite what Hinault on Front Troll wants people to believe. He's probably acting like he's not getting his ass kicked. But I read the case. He is in bad shape. And if he don't settle out, he's looking at paying a pretty penny in the damages that he's done. So he's getting the floor mopped with him. Front Troll's getting fucking spanked in court. Not just a...
Again, there are several lawyers actively looking at the case, and they're not saying that. So who are you going to believe? Actual attorneys or Chris the retard Ryder? I don't know. I'm going to take the lawyers every time.
A little bit, but a whole lot of bit. And for good reason. Because Front Troll is a content thief. Not just a content thief, but he is living off of other people's content very well, it would appear. Renting an expensive house, driving nice cars. You know, he's got several channels going. He's not creating his own content. The fat fuck never leaves his room, his rental room.
Chris, we've seen you waddle away from the courthouse. We've seen you waddle away from the courthouse, bald ass back of your head, shining for the whole world to see. This is just like Georgia Transparency trying to call other people fat. Maybe look in the mirror. Maybe have some self-awareness. Like you literally waddled away from the courthouse. Either you're too fat to walk normally or the judge just fucked you. Which one was it? Maybe you can't throw this person's fat if you're morbidly obese.
You cannot make good content. Wait a minute. Some people can make content from the room, but stealing other people's content to make content off of is a violation of copyright infringement, a flat out violation. The reason it's been going on YouTube is because YouTube has a clause where they have zero liability or responsibility to engage in stopping it. It is not YouTube's job. They're protected under some kind of umbrella. I can't remember the name of it. So in order to stay under that protection umbrella, they cannot interfere with they can't be the judge between copyright and non-copyright. They don't.
That's actually false. YouTube does it all the time. Great example. I think 2 years ago, somebody wholesale stole my content, literally played my live stream on their channel, throwing in some, like, if we're going to be honest, mentally ill comments, in my opinion, every 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. And when I replayed that stream on my channel, so basically I was replaying my own content on my channel while giving commentary, that person tried to file a knowingly false strike against me. YouTube literally said, this is the channel that did it. This is their email. This is the video they claimed. We took care of it for you because they're fucking crazy. So YouTube does do it all the time. Straight up the copyright system, if they were hands off and didn't do anything, they wouldn't take other people's videos down. If they were hands off completely, there would be no copyright system. But again, Chris is talking out of his ass about something he doesn't know about.
They have is like an identification tool to see how much of a video is being used without being transformative. Now, here's the way it really works. You can do reaction videos, but that's not what YouTubers have been doing. You can do reaction videos. You clip a short piece. That's the reaction. That's what you're allowed to do in fair use. You clip short pieces and you say things, you react, you do things, you transform it, you give it.
Here's where I'm going to tell him he's wrong. It's been the cool thing lately to take music, right? To take music, big label music that just came out. People will listen to it on a video, the whole fucking thing. Every 30 seconds, they'll comment on the verbiage used, the rhythm used, what instruments are in the background. And if these people aren't getting copyright struck by gigantic music labels, I'm going to say Chris Ryder's wrong. Just saying that. Also, I think YouTube needs to come up with a system. Put it in the terms and conditions. If you post your video on YouTube, people will be able to use it and react to it and tell you you're a fucking goober. That's wholesale, full stop. That's what should be in the terms and conditions.
A whole nother purpose. That's the point. That's what fair use is clips. So if this 1201 portion of this argument continues and is heard throughout in court, it's only going to ruin people who are stealing and ripping people's videos and playing them almost in their entirety, like fucking Frauder Troll is doing. 81% of DMA's videos. 81%. Put a one in chat if you all have seen Christopher Ruff use 100% of my videos.
Again, this is what frauditors do. They lack all context of the situation. If you're using 100% of Chris's video, but then go on to add 3 times as much content to his video, there's your fair use. Also, you use clips to transform it. Dude, we're creating it, correcting you, using the law to correct you, telling you that you're an idiot, using common sense, and transforming it for view for a completely different audience. Again, some would call that transformative, but not Chris Ryder, because look at that face. He's an idiot.
No wonder he's bitching. Hey, Chris, we're over here making fun of you, you fucking trash can living little Nazi wannabe bitch.
Again, not to take shots at anybody. Ryder rents his house, and I think my living room and this room might be bigger than his entire house. So the fact that he is saying, oh, he lives in a trash can. Stop it, Chris. Stop it.
And here's what is so funny about this. Right now, there are going to be people in the future, right now, because they're going to be watching it on Russ because they've been told not to watch my channel. Right now, Chris Ruff is watching this entire fucking video. He's stealing it. And what he's scared of is that this 1201 claim is going to proceed. And then I'm going to be able to fucking use that as a basis to bypass all the other copyright argument and fucking take Chris to court. That's
Again, this is screen recording. I don't have this downloaded. I just showed you his channel and then jumped back to the video in real time. So you know damn well this is a screen recording. So the 12:0 whatever has no bearing on what we're doing. I believe Chris Ruff uses the exact same technique, if you will.
what he's worried about. So the point being is that if this portion, there's three arguments going on in this case, and 1201 is only one of the arguments. That's the portion that could become landmark, meaning it's going to make a big change as to what we're dealing with now. So good, because it needs to change, because people like Christopher Ruff, Jonathan Hunault, Fraud Troll or Fraud Wrangler, all these other dumb fucks, these non
Literally talking about a guy I called out in 2023 and has been in jail for over a year. Okay.
uncreative pieces of shit that just want to bash people on the internet are stealing content from YouTube. They've been stealing it and making money off of it for a long time. And that needs to change. So be it. And if you're mad about Section 1201 being used because you like to use the rippers, I'm not against you on that, because I use rippers so that I can collect evidence from these YouTubers who are collaborating with the government against me. So yes, it's very...
So it sounds like Chris just admitted, maybe we should all start suing Chris. He just admitted it. He just admitted that he steals other people's content. He bypasses YouTube's lock to steal content. Write that down, folks.
very convenient for me to use the ripper. But here's what it doesn't stop. 1201 does not stop people from screen recording, because the point is that you can screen record a small section while you're viewing the video that the actual creator made, which that goes to their monetization, and clip it. What the law knows so far in copyright is that most people are not going to screen record the whole entire video if they're really just doing a fair use video. So it's still allowed to screen record. That's not a problem. Getting clips is not a problem. The problem is, and this is why 1201 is probably going to be advanced in this case, the problem is that lazy fucking cuckold motherfuckers who do not want to give the original content creator not one single view are just ripping the entire video, moving it over to their platform, not transforming the fucking thing, and just pausing it every few seconds to call the original creator names.
So what Chris just described was fair use. He started off with the spiel of they're stealing the content so that I can't get any views, and then goes on to say how they pause it from time to time, very often, to make fun of him, to correct him, to criticize him. Turns out comedy's a thing, Chris. You're a clown show. People are allowed to pause the video and say, look at this clown show. He has no self-awareness. He literally just called somebody fat while being the walking definition of morbidly obese. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? It kills me how dumb Chris is. You just described fair use.
That's what's been going on YouTube. It's not legal. It never was. So Ruff, stop arguing with the fucking lawyer. You look almost as stupid as you are.
That nervous, I'm going to go to jail soon laugh. The fuck are we doing? Like, what are we doing, guys? Like, at what point, honestly, I'm going to take that screenshot. He doesn't have a BSBT grill, but golly, that's close. That is close.
So he's over arguing with the lawyer. I think, mods, if you will, I think it's the DCMA lawyer, something like that. If y'all will find that, Randall Newman's his name. If y'all will find that attorney's link and go ahead and put it in here, and I'll put it in the description. But there's this content creator named Lewis Rossman. I don't know him. I don't watch any of his shit. I watched one video that he did, and he acted like he was jacked up on cocaine, and it took him a really long time to finish that video.
All right, so let me bring up Lewis Rossman for a second. I've been watching Lewis Rossman for years. He's a right to repair guy. A great case that he talks about a lot. John Deere Tractor has tried to make it illegal for people to fix their own tractors. Yada, yada. Okay, so he has a problem with that. The phone companies used to just say, hey, if this little part is broke, we can sell you that individual part to fix it. No, now they make you buy half a new phone where it's not even really economically worth it to just fix the phone. You should just get a new one, yada, yada. 2.5 million subscribers, I believe, came and talked about this case. Not only him, but I've seen 2 actual copyright attorneys talk about this. I think, well, actually, one's a copyright attorney, one's just a regular attorney. And that's just off the top of my head. Who's covered this? Chris, you're going to lose this one. Also, Lewis Rossman, I believe, is autistic or has Asperger's or something. That's why he's like that. And if you watched more than one video, you would know that. Also, again, because we're doing this in real time, I'm allowed to do this. What are we at? 13:58. We're at 13:58. If you guys go to Chris's live stream, oh, Lord. I think he probably took it down. Is it this one? Yes, this one. This live stream. Chris looks drunk, high, or having a mental break. But he's going to come after somebody for taking a little time to make, I think, a pretty long video. It's like 20 or 30 minutes. You're going to come at somebody who has a job for making part of it in the afternoon and then part of it after the sun goes down. All right, Chris. All right. That makes no sense, but okay. Lewis Rossman, if anybody...
I couldn't give a flying shit.
Shut the fuck up, Chris. The adults are talking. Yeah, if somebody can drop Lewis Rossman's link in the chat. Lewis Rossman is a fantastic channel. He even found a way to take a shot at DMA in a completely unrelated video yesterday, 2 days ago. Great guy.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what I'm not going to do, since I don't like him. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to rip his video and put it over here on my monetized channel and then tell you all not to go watch him. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. So if he's fighting for other people to be able to do that, then he gets one of these. Because
if you guys want to go, feel free to watch Chris. I'm not stopping you from watching Chris. I just know that there's a solid chance that you're over here for a reason. So you probably, shouldn't. Or you're not going to. But if you want to, feel free. And again, he's doing that thing where he's saying that people are ripping his entire video, then posting it on their channel verbatim and changing nothing. When, guys, buckle up for this. I'm going to come at people who make videos the same as me or in the same sphere as me. If you are covering a video and you want to add a GIF or a meme a few times in the video, that's fine with me. But if your entire video is playing 2 to 5 minutes of someone else's content, throwing in a SpongeBob, how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? And then playing 6 more minutes of somebody else's content, that's not fair use. If you want to go after those guys, be my guest. If you want to criticize those people, be my guest. But if you're adding the exact same amount of time or double the time or triple the time, I think right now we are at the 14-minute mark in his video and the 33-minute mark in my live stream. I'm adding double the amount of content he is. I'm okay with that. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing later. Rip the video and then watch it live while telling you not to watch this. Yes, definitely doing that. Yeah, I screen record almost everything. That's just how I've done it because a long, long time ago, I was a brokey. I was a broke boy where I was using my bullshit school laptop from college that can't stream or do anything for shit. So I was in real time watching the video with myself in the corner. And now I just took myself out of the corner, but still talk over the video. And we continue. We're almost done, guys.
apparently he doesn't know what it's like to be on the other end of people who are doing that to him. And maybe people will. Let's say that Randall Newman does not win this 1201 claim. Well, if Randall does not win this 1201 claim, it will still be unlawful for people to do that. So Ruff, shut the fuck up, you fucking moron. You don't know what you're talking about. It has been in the law for almost 30 years. Randall Newman is not inventing some new law. Just like kidnapping was a law, Ruff, when you broke it. It's already there. It's been there. You got a horse named Diesel, Lisa? You do?
Okay, so this is going to be my take on this. I used to do a series, 3 years ago, until I started running out of dumb laws. It was like dumb laws that basically are so dumb that no one enforces them. I think this is one of those laws. It was like a horse can't eat an ice cream cone on Sunday. I bet your I bet your horse could eat an ice cream cone on Sunday, and the cops would be like, "That's fucking stupid. I'm not doing anything." That's what I think of this. I think of everyone looking at it and going, "That's stupid. We're not going to take that case. We're not going to take that to court because that's fucking dumb. You will get laughed at. I will ruin everything about you." It's like, that's dumb. Same thing with a horse can't eat an ice cream cone on a Sunday, or you can't have a pet alligator eating something on a Tuesday in Florida. It's one of those dumb laws that make no sense.
It's awesome. I got a dog named Diesel and horses named other things. You in Texas? I was going to say we could ride together sometime. Tiffany and I love it. So that's what I wanted to get off my chest. I've been watching some argument about this stuff. Since when has Ruff ever followed the law? Exactly. He wants to bitch about laws existing. He probably wants to attack whoever came up with kidnapping and being armed and dangerous. He probably wants to argue with the lawyers that came up with that. Oh, man. And talk about a copyright infringement. That motherfucker's...
I just want to point out, DirectD, get Griftifer to go on your live stream. That's never going to happen. I think the last time Chris was on DirectD's live stream, isn't that the time that he said that like you needed to be choked all the way out until you die or some shit?
Steals entire YouTube channels. Entire fucking YouTube channels. Talk about copyright. If I had the time, Ruff, if I had the time and you were of any kind of importance to anybody, I would spank your ass in federal court. Hell, I'd probably try to hire Randall Newman to do it. Just to fucking rub it in. You're stupid.
How did someone steal a channel if the channel doesn't exist? I think legally, DirectD like has a better claim than Chris does at this point.
Bald, greasy fucking face. I got company, you all. I think
underage hooker again. Watch out.
So I know this wasn't very long, but I think I made the point that I wanted to make is that Section 1201 is not new. There are two other copyright arguments in DMA's case. Fraud or Troll is getting absolutely fucking hammered in court. So don't let anybody fool you. These YouTube streaks are full of shit. And if you don't believe me, look it up. AI will tell you all about that case. It is Cordova.
AI will tell you all about that case. That's where you lost me, Chris. That's where you lost me. I want to pull up a video before we finish this because it's a video that has me in it, where we're actually, Chris says there's a lot of shit going on the YouTube streets. We heard Chris Ryder talk, I believe for years, that he did not have a conviction for beating his ex. It was about beating another man. Now, I don't get on panels with these people anymore. Okay, yeah, DirectD, I own the Public Safety LLC, or the For Public Safety LLC. I'm assuming that's probably why Chris Ryder changed his to For Public Safety Chris Ryder. But yeah, I don't get on panel with these people anymore unless I'm a few drinks in because I just can't do it anymore. But he said for years that it was for beating a man, not his girl. So this happened.
Guys, he finally admitted it. Listen to this.
Oh, I mean, she sold herself, so.
Who are you talking about?
Georgette. Who are you talking about?
Is that the person you got assault for on?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I already knew the answer. I just wanted you to say it. But no, up here on panel. Also, I'm kind of a sarcastic ass when I get on panel because I can be because they're not my panels. But yeah, that's the type of shit that he gets criticized about. He lied for the longest time about, oh, it was actually for beating a man, not my ex. And then we got him on panel admitting, oh yeah, the assault for was actually against my ex, not some random guy. All right, here we go. We've got 5 more minutes.
Cordova versus Nault. Tube Sock dropping another $2. Don't try to make me say anything about a county I can't talk about. Just a reminder that DirectD had a phone in his butt for 7 years. Exactly. And he was breaking the law.
I'm just going to point out, we watched Chris waddle away from court the other day. He might have had a phone up his butt. Who knows?
After he got caught breaking the law for kidnapping, he broke the law inside the prison by shoving things in his ass. Where did you keep the charger, Ruff? Was that stuck up in there too, Ruff? What do you do in your free time, bro? Put him on in chat if Ruff is a stupid, ignorant ass tweaker. Oh, hey, buddy. One in chat if you agree. Ruff is a skinhead, ignorant tweaker. Look at all them ones flying already. This is for you, Ruff. Go ahead and steal some content, buddy. Be careful, because Section 1201 is coming for you. Hey, man. All right, Tiff says hi, y'all. And this has been a complete disaster of a live stream, but I got a good point across. That's what I wanted to talk about. And there hasn't been any government agencies or judges that have told me that I'm not allowed to talk about this. Oh, $20 from Lisa, $25 from Lisa. Thanks for the horses. Oh, treats for the horses. I don't have my glasses on. Thank you so much, Lisa. Thank you so much. Any help?
Also, if you guys want to go back, he just made comment that, oh, no judge has told him he can't talk about this because the last time he was at court, the judge is like, don't fucking talk about your victims anymore. You saw in the video he made with almost 100% other people's content, right off the bat, he zooms in and tries to blur the faces out of his two victims. But because he's really bad at technology, being a high school dropout will be like that sometimes, he tries to zoom in and you can clearly see one of the victims' faces while knowing exactly who the other person is because we've seen the original picture. So yeah, Chris is going to have a bad time in court soon.
We can get has been great. I hope you don't mind that I might mix that money up with being able to pay for our legal defense. I don't know what's what anymore. I'm just trying to.
Also, he says he has like $40,000 to $50,000 in legal defense. If you guys know, he's got Thomas Clay, which was a good attorney. He's 80, apparently has cancer. I think the only reason Chris is keeping him on, this is just my opinion, conspiracy. I put my tinfoil hat on, my tinfoil fez. I think he's keeping Thomas Clay on payroll, hoping Thomas Clay dies so that he doesn't have to pay him. That's genuinely what I think. Again, agree, disagree, that's what I think.
Make it day by day through all the expenses. But most of our money is going towards legal defense. Obviously, we're still taking care of our pets and getting food and, you know, all our responsibilities, paying our house payment, paying our farm fees. But yeah, let's see. I got a little thing of notes over here. Lewis Rossman, if you watch this later, bro, you obviously don't know what the fuck's going on YouTube streets. So I'd be more than happy to have a one-on-one debate with you and discuss it from actual personal knowledge, because maybe you're just unaware. In our world, we call that ignorant.
Shoot, son, if somebody can get me on panel with fucking Lewis Rossman to debate Chris Ryder, I would fucking love it. I know Chris, I want to call you Direct D. Direct D was streaming the other day, had the attorney on there, and then Lewis Rossman just like appeared in chat, which was wild. Yeah, he was paying rent for the house. Yeah, that's what he was doing. See, I know. Oh, picked the wrong one. I know that, but I don't think Chris knows that because Chris is an idiot.
Maybe you're ignorant, Lewis. You're more than welcome to come on. Put it on the chat if you all would watch if Lewis and I had a discussion one-on-one on panel about this whole situation. Me being experienced with the situation.
Put a 1 in the chat if you'd like to see KFARR debate Lewis Rossman, me being someone who has some knowledge on the subject. Just saying.
Because I've been having my content stolen for a long ass time by these very same people. So I can let him know and help him understand from that perspective if he needs it. I mean, because the alternative to him learning and fucking around and finding out is that people start ripping his shit and stealing all his content and making copycat channels named the same as his. See how he would think about that. Because that's what his boy Chris Ruff is doing. That's what Chris Ruff does. And this case will help put a stop to that kind of stuff. It'll put a stop to people. If the DCMA lawyer wins the 1201 section portion of his argument, yes, people are going to be inconvenienced by not being able to use rippers to play clips. But they can still screen record. It's not that big of a fucking deal. However, what you won't see nearly as much of are people like Fraud Wrangler, KFARR, Frauder Troll, these assholes. You won't see them just Killamilla. You won't see them just playing someone else's video like you all are watching of me right now on Christopher Ruff's Skinhead channel. So to you guys,
I just want to say the only reason I have not sued the fucking skinny jeans off of Chris Ryder is because he has nothing to take. He has nothing to take. That's the only reason. The guy has slandered me, defamed me in every video that he talks about me. I screen record. You see that. To the point where the DMC lawyer has actually told me, yeah, bro, you're good. You actually use things under fair use. So, Chris Ryder, get fucked. I'm just going to say that. The guy who's starting the case actually told me, yeah, you're actually good. So get fucked. Honestly, get fucked. Like, I wish Chris would go to prison tomorrow and then just be gone for 15 years. That's what I genuinely wish. I know that's probably not going to happen, but I want that to happen because he's such a piece of shit. Chris Ryder is a parasite on society, and he's just too dumb to understand that.
Guys, fuck off, eat some shit. And to my people, for public safety, I love you all, and I'll see you on the next one.
And then somebody doesn't know how to turn off the, oh no, it didn't go. Right after the thing, he's like, oh, I didn't know you were going to walk in. He must have clipped that part out. He lost his job being incompetent, then lost his YouTube being incompetent, then lost his cases being an idiot. There's nothing to take from it. Yeah, I can think of 3 people just off the top of my head that have actually caused damage to me. But there's no point in suing. What's the point of getting an attorney to sue people who have nothing? Doesn't make any sense. Oh, I was thinking about that today. I was going to comment, but I'm blocked on his channel. He has too many charges to get nothing. They've been doing this for what, 2 years, 2.5 years? They've got too much time invested, too many charges in the system for him to just walk away with nothing. Is it going to be probation? Is it going to be some time in jail? It's going to be something. But he thinks he's just going to be able to skip out of court one day, and that's not a possibility. But he can't lose weight. Yes, Smitty. I think he's past that. He's just gonna own it. I think that's why he's starting to become friends with Georgia Transparency, so he can look like the skinny friend. Yeah, the math is against Ryder, 100%. All right, well, we're about to hit the 50-minute mark for a 21-minute video that I watched at 1.3 speed, so it wasn't 21 minutes. It was probably more like 16, 17 minutes. I think everybody and their brother would call that fair use. I think I transformed the fuck out of that video. The more Chris says my name, the more I'm going to cover him. Because, again, I think he's a piece of shit. Yeah, Johnny Somali found out too. God dang, yeah, he found out. All right, that's it. I think I have you guys set to go over to Killamilla, who I'm almost positive is going to watch this exact same live stream with just a slightly different take. I tell him I said hi. I think it doesn't start for another 30 minutes though, but I'm just on the ball when it comes to these things. That's it. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.